Hello, students. This is Mrs. Baird from Speaking Masters. Have you ever heard a speech where somebody has so many details, so much information in their speech that you get lost? You can't keep up as they're going from one subject to the next. That is not effective communications, but we're here today to talk about a couple of tools that will make your communications so effective and so easy for the audience to follow along. We're going to talk about two main points: signposts and use of the stage. You might remember from our very first class, we talked about how each speech has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. In that introduction, we give the audience a preview of what we're going to talk about. And in the body, we always have three main points. In the conclusion, we include a summary. But now we're going to talk today about the tool of signposts and stage or area usage to help you communicate those organizational points. So let's talk about the introduction. You know, when you give the introduction, you have to get the audience's attention with an attention getter, and then you give them a little brief summary of the topic that you're going to discuss. So let's say that I'm going to talk about the topic of space exploration. I might start my speech something like this. The most amazing and exciting area of science today is space exploration. I'm going to take you on a journey of space exploration where we look at the science of the past, the present, and the future. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that introduction? There's nothing wrong with the words that I said, but I did not use the signposts that help the audience to have that visual clue that I have three main points. So let me do it again. Today, I'm going to talk about the very exciting area of science known as space exploration. Come with me on a journey as I discuss the past, the present, and the future of space exploration. Did you see what I did there? I used the thing that we call signposts. That's holding up our fingers in a gesture that shows the main points that we're going to talk about. Since I had three main points, I counted them out: the past, the present, and the future. And when I got done, I just let my hand relax back down to my side in the neutral position. Let me try a different topic. I've traveled all over the world, but there are three places in the world that I love the most. The three places that I've enjoyed the most are Disney World, the Grand Canyon, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. You see what I did there? I tried to get your interest by telling you about the whole world that I've traveled. There were three places, and I held that signpost right here at ear level. That's where you should hold the signpost. I used my right hand because I'm right-handed. If I was left-handed, I would use my left hand. And when I got done telling you about my 1, 2, and 3 favorite places, I let my hand relax back down to the side. That's how you keep the audience engaged with you let them know you have 3 points and what those 3 points are. You gave them a little preview. Now let me go into the body of my speech and show how I continue to use my signposts, and I use this area, my stage area of this camera frame. The #1 place that I love to visit is Disney World. I love Disney World because I love the costumed characters. I love all the rides and amusements, and I love the way it reminds me of when I was a little girl. My second most favorite place in the world is the Grand Canyon. It's awesome. such raw, rugged beauty of nature. It's exciting in a different way from Disney World. And the third place that I love to visit is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It has its own natural beauty with mountains and forests, and of course, the Great Lakes. So you see, there are three places in this world that are so dear to my heart: Disney World, the Grand Canyon, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I hope when you get a chance to go on vacation that you can pick one of these places, my favorite places, so that you can experience their joy and all their attributes for your own. So that's the conclusion of my speech. What did I do? I used my first, my second, and my third points. I used 3 different positions. I even gestured to the other positions to show when I was talking about Disney World, when I was talking about the Grand Canyon, and now in this position, the Upper Peninsula. I came back to the center for my conclusion, and I gave a summary. When I gave that summary, I mentioned those 3 places and used my gestures once again. Did you notice? Where did I use them? Did I use them down here in my palm or off to the side? Nope, right here where everyone can see them, right at face level. This is a very important habit for you to develop, because in communications, in giving a speech, you're not just only talking. It's also the audience listening, digesting, and understanding what you have to say. If you use these gestures and this space in this way, you will immediately be recognized and respected as an effective communicator. People will say, wow, what a great speaker. Because by helping them go along and follow your speech organization, you're doing something that most speakers don't do, even adults. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a business meeting where somebody just rambles on and on and on and on. In a monotone way, they give you no help or hints where they're going, what they're going to talk about next, and you feel lost. By using signposts and stage presence, you will be more effective than virtually every other speaker. So I want you to practice this. When you practice your speech, whether you're practicing in front of a mirror or in front of people, or if you're recording yourself, make sure that you use these gestures. They might feel a little artificial at first, but the more you use them, the more they'll become second nature. The more you can just naturally raise and lower your hand, show your gestures, step to the side, step to the center, and those things will make you an effective speaker. I'm looking forward to seeing how you incorporate this in your next speech.